Hi Cancer, it's Jo from Angels and Ancestors and Darlings. This is your What the Fuck reading for the 14th through to the 20th of February. Couple of little announcements. The website is nearly done. Really proud of it so far. The Etsy store is up and running. Angels and Ancestors, go and check it out. Please keep in mind that when you're looking at the readings and the prices of those readings, there is VAT had been added to it by Etsy, nothing to do with me. So just be aware of that. But I would wait until the website goes up, because the readings are going to be cheaper through the website, and there will be some special offers to be had as well. So my darlings, the other thing is, because I've got the store on the website as well, I've been working on these things for a couple of months now. This is what I call a spiritual stuff jar. The reason it's called spiritual stuff is there's quite a lot in it. So you've got your little handmade with love and your little logo for Angels and Ancestors on that bit. And then in the jar you have 60 little tabs, and 42 are little tabs that have got little messages already loaded on them. Affirmations, quotes of the day, just really encouraging messages, nothing negative at all. And then you've got 18 blanks, which will give you 2 months worth in the jar. Now the idea of the blanks is maybe write some of your own affirmations, but more to the point, your manifestations of what it is that you're working towards, and pop them into the jar along with your other ones. Now also in the jar you have got a little bag with 5 little angels in it, little wooden angels. They're called My Wish and Worry Angels, and you pop one out of the bag, you tell the angel what your problem and issue is, pop it under your pillow, and she will help you work out a solution by the morning. So my darlings, at the bottom of the bag, I don't know if you can see these, there are these gorgeous cute little tumble stones. I absolutely adore them, and I've put them in the bottom of the bags to help you keep your jar and your angels charged. So remember to pop that into the full moon over the couple of months that you have it, just to recharge those crystals up, and they will help keep everything else charged up in there. So the other little thing that we're putting on the website are these little bottles of crystals. Now this is a really good way of getting somebody started, interested into crystals. It is a good way of using it as a protection amulet. Pop it in your handbag, put it by your bed, all of those sort of things. But it's also really good because there's a lot of different crystals in there. It's brilliant for charging up water. So just drop the whole bottle in. It'll have a little bit of string around the top of it, but drop it in the water. Don't let the water cover any higher than above here. Drop it in the water and just let this charge your water up. Crystal charged water is brilliant for just about anything, and because it's a mixture, it will be an all good rounder water, just like moonlight water really. So the other thing that we're going to do separately is 10 little Wish and Worry angels in their own little pouch with 10 crystals to charge those up as well. They'll be available separately. There are some other ideas. I've still got the oracle decks to get sorted. They are still with the printers at the moment, so we couldn't decide the size of them. So yeah, just leave that with me, and we will get those up on the website as quickly as we possibly can. So my darlings, we're going to get on with your reading, Cancer, because there was a bloody lot of waffle. Welcome back to those who are revisiting, and for those who have just joined us, a massive big welcome to you too. I absolutely am so grateful for everybody's energy. You bring such a lot to the channel, and I'm so amazed that people are around, stay around. Once they find the channel, they tend not to drop off. Oh, you've got a lot of energy cards here, my darlings. Cancer, what is going on with you? So yeah, so hit the like button or the dislike button, is up to you. The share and subscribe, the little bell beside it to let you know when I'm putting videos up. Sorry darlings, that's my cat. She's just decided she wants to go out. You want to go out? Been asleep all day. Oh no. Sorry lovelies. Well, she's going. I'm like, really? So the first card that you've got is the number 38, Many Masks, the authentic self. If you've been feeling that you have been having to wear many masks to satisfy other people, you need to drop them. You need to be your authentic self. You need to be who you are behind closed doors out in the open world. Just drop them. Let them go. There is no need for them. You are enough without putting masks on. We all do it. We all put a mask on for the headmistress. We all put a mask on down the shops. We all put a mask on when we go to the gym. Darlings, drop those masks. Just embrace and be your authentic self. Fool's embrace. Transmuting pain. Oh, look at this. Honestly, I've just looked at the number. That's the number 11. 38 added together, 3 and 8 is 11. You've got an 11 card. Now, in numerology, that is either a prime number or a soul number, depending on which one you follow. It's the learning card. It's the learning card. It's the first one. 11, 22, 33, 44, so on. And the higher you get, the closer to the divine you are. But this is a learning and teaching card. And then the second card that's coming is a 22 card. Transmuting pain. Darlings, are you thinking that the pain that you are feeling is going to be expressed in an art or craft? Because the 22 talks of being creative and getting into creation of things. And it could be that this transmuting pain, it could be that you are going to try and express it but relieve it through your art, through your craft. So just be aware of that. So you've got 11 and 22. So you've been on a bit of a learning curve. You're now able to express what it is that is hurting you. Beloved, radical acceptance. Darlings, do you know what's hurt you has led you to accepting yourself for yourself. It's led you to question other people's opinions of you, and you have gone through like almost like a phoenix type thing where you've come up from the ashes and you've gone, I am fucking good enough. I like me. People like me. So why aren't these others doing it? Darlings, don't try and look outside of yourself for affirmation. Don't look outside of yourself for your value. Always value yourself first. But this kind of phoenix rising, you've had this aha moment where you've gone, hold on a second. This whatever this is doing for you, whatever this movement that is for you, this learning and then getting into this creative mode of expressing that pain has made you rise up from the ashes, and you've gone, hell no, I'm not putting up with this anymore. Oh no, this time round I'm not doing it. You have number 16, empty world, time to replenish. I was kind of thinking that when I was doing the number 22, the Fool's Embrace, empty well, it fits, doesn't it? Because it's almost like you've drained yourself trying to go through these lessons of dropping these masks and being everything that everybody else wants you to be, and through that it's created some pain for you, which you are expressing now through your art, your craft, whatever it is that you do that expresses how you feel. And then you've risen up like this phoenix out of this fire, and it is telling you it's time to replenish. You need to look at what it is around you that has depleted you. It could be physical, it could be mental, emotional, spiritual, sensual, could be a combination of all those things. So let's start with the physical. If it's physical, what is it about your physicality that are you exhausted? Have you got fatigue? Have you not done enough exercise? You put on an extra few pounds and it's really getting you down. That sort of stuff. And then when you move to the like physical, mental, you move to the mental. Are you feeling what they used to, the term they used to use was blue. It's not quite depressed, but it's not quite fucking happy either. So emotional, has this been emotionally draining? Do you need to replenish your positive emotions and not give room for the negative emotions? And if they do start to come in, that you know where they're coming from, that you're able to talk yourself through that. So you get to spiritual. Have you been able to do what you've wanted to do spiritually over the last few weeks, few months? And if the answer to that is no, then I would suggest that spiritually, if you work on your spirituality, all the others I've just spoken about will come into line. They will, because it'll make you feel so much better. Then you've got your sensual. We are sentient beings. We are sensual creatures. Human beings need to be loved, need to be touched, need to be hugged. All of those sort of things. When you think from a baby, our mums, our dads, our aunties, uncles, nans, granddads, they all want to cuddle us because they want us to feel safe. And that imprints on us right through our lives that is what we need. We crave that contact. I know there's a lot of people they're going to go, well, I don't crave that contact. It's because you've been injured. Somewhere along the way throughout your life, you have been injured. And if you are not craving the comfort of something, it doesn't mean that you want to be with somebody. It doesn't mean that you want a relationship with somebody. But if you do not on occasions crave the comfort of what another human being brings to you. Now, when I'm saying a hug, it doesn't have to be a physical hug. It can be just going down the pub and having a laugh with people. It could be just going out with people who are like-minded and having a really nice meal, an evening out. That's almost like wrapping yourself up in a virtual hug. It is, because it's good for you. It gets your serotonin levels up. So, darlings, just know that you need to replenish whatever it is. If you're lonely, find some new fucking friends, Cancer. Try and look. I would, if I was you, write a bloody list. What is it that you think is missing out of your life? And then right underneath each one of them, the steps you can take to fill that back up. But I would look really closely at your heart and your soul first. So, darlings, you've got 54. I love this card. I adore this card. The crossing, initiation. Look at this card. You've got that bridge, and halfway across that bridge, you've got a vortex. You've got a portal to another world. Initiation. You are starting something brand new around you, and it's almost like the phoenix has risen, and then you are passing through this portal or this vortex, or trying to be in the vortex in the moment, to do what is best for you, because it is a 9 card, and that is a wish fulfillment card. That is what is best for you type card. Yeah, that's a bit of a journey. That was a reading in itself, Cancer. That was a journey and a half. I am getting the essence that the dropping of the masks has made you more aware of what is lacking around you. But it's also made you really aware of what people's expectations of you have been. And now is the time to hell no more. Hell no more. But this If it's a portal you're stepping through into a new world, into a new way of being, great. If it's a vortex, if you're trying to get into a space where you can manifest, where you can affirm yourself, and you want to stay in that vortex because you really want to create this world where manifestation and wish fulfillment and things are coming to you all the time, know that it's easy to step out of that. So just, if you're getting frustrated with yourself, don't. Just know that you can step back in it as easy as you stepped out of it. So if you step out of it forward facing, you just back step. And if you step out of it backward facing, you just step forward again. But it's an easy deal to get that vortex to work around you all the time. I love that card. I really do. It's very open to explanation, but I do love it. Crossing bridges into a vortex. Beautiful. And if you look at the card before, time to replenish, empty well, you've also got this vortex. It may be that you haven't put yourself first for a very long time. That you haven't thought of yourself first without thinking about other people first for a very long time. And I have to say that, yeah, you're doing it for yourself now. You're doing it for yourself. So what started your what the fuck? Facing fears and taking your power back. Can I have a manifestation card for Cancer, please? Thank you. Nice. Movement and journey. What can you do about this situation? What is out of your hands, or what the universe is helping you with, or what they're holding on to for the time being. Reconnecting to your true self for Cancer, please. Oh, all over the floor. Is that how you feel, Cancer? You just want to flip everything onto the floor and go, sod it, I'm not dealing with that. Sod it, I don't want to. Oof. Nice. And then, my darlings, your outcome. What's the outcome for Cancer for this week, please? Okay. So I started your what the fuck. Somebody's really having their say, aren't they? So there's a choice that you've made, and I think you've made a firm decision, but somebody's come along and gone, no, this is better. And you're like, no, I want this one. And they're going, no, have this one. Don't let other people make choices for you. It doesn't matter what the choice is. As soon as you let them influence your choice and what it is that you're doing, it becomes their choice and not your choice at all. And that means that you are working in favour of somebody else. You're having somebody else's experience. You're not having your own experience. So stick to your guns, whatever that is. Right down to, even if you've just picked a loaf of bread and somebody's still, no, have brown instead of, Tell them to sod off. Tell them to sod off. Oh, I don't know. It's kind of like, it could be as trivial as that, or it could be a major life-changing decision about where you live, about your career, about your finances, all that sort of thing. But it's up. So it's a decision that you've made that somebody's trying to veer you off because they want you to make the decision around their wants and needs and not your wants and needs. So, lovelies, facing your fears and taking your power back. Ace of Pentacles. There has been or is going to be a new beginning around your career, finances and home life. Possibly a combination of all of those things. But the Ace of Pentacles brings with it new opportunities that are opening up for you. Massive opportunities that you've never seen before. So it could be that, although I'm sort of saying to your career, it could be that you are switching jobs. It could be that you are being promoted. It could be that you're just looking at your job from a different point of view at the moment. Finances, usually the one would indicate that there's new finances coming in towards you, new ways of dealing with finances, balancing the books and just making sure that you stay healthy financially. And finally, your home life, what it is that's going on around you, the work-life balance that you need to bring in to ensure your mental health is good. But it would also indicate that there may possibly have been or is going to be a move for you in the offing in the next, I'm going to say 5 weeks to 5 months. And if you haven't just moved, then it would have been 5 weeks ago up to 5 months ago that you moved. That's what I'm getting from them. So your manifestation, your wish fulfillment, why it may be fucked, it's not fucked at all, darlings. You've got the Page of Wands. You kind of feel, you're feeling this. I know this is in your manifestation, but I'm kind of getting that you're picking up momentum and you're feeling this. You're feeling the blockages magically moving out of the way. You're kind of, right now you're feeling it and you've got that emotion behind it. Put it into place. Put it into action. Grab it while the chance is there, because it is happening. I'm getting that you are feeling it, but it might not be around the things that you want the blockages to move from. But in order for those blockages to move, you need these blockages out of the way. So embrace the ones that you are feeling, and they will make way for the blockages to be moved out of the way for other things that is standing in your way. So your movement, your journey, where the fuck you need to be. Now, when I laid this card down, instantly I knew that there was a decision to be made around a partnership. And then they started chucking at me business partnership, love partnership, family partnership. It could be fucking anybody. But there is a decision to be made around an equal partnership. Now, good, bad or indifferent, it doesn't matter. But the decision that you will make will have ramifications for a long time to come. So you really do need to sit down with this person and ensure that you're both on the same page, whether it's business, whether it's lovers, whether it's family members, friends. Just make sure that you're on the same page. When you get the Lord and the Lady out, I know a lot of readers jump on it and go, oh, it's a love match, it's this, it's that. Hell no. Love comes in many different forms. And this is a partnership card. Just like the Two of Chalices is a partnership card. Just know that it's a partnership, equal partnership. This isn't going to be one person does a lot more than the other or vice versa. This is an equal partnership. If you've got this going on, you will know what I'm talking about. But there is a decision to be made that's going to have long-term ramifications. Know that this is on your journey. It's a decision that is going to have to be made. And you may have well been putting it off. But know that it's going to strengthen your connection, not weaken it. So what can you do about this situation? You've got the Three of Chalices, Cancer. Go and fucking celebrate. Friends, family, community, go and celebrate. Go and let your hair down. Go and have some fun. Learn to have some fun again. I know we've all been through shit and back, and it's still going on in the background. And I know everybody is sort of like, hell, what is going to happen when all of this stuff like comes to a head? Darlings, don't worry yourselves about it. Go and have a celebration. Go and enjoy yourself, because right in behind that, in comes the Page of Chalices. Now this page, for me, he's quite naive and quite juvenile, immature even. It could be that it's somebody that's younger than you. It could be the younger version of you. But there's an apology. But they don't know how it's going to be received. So they're only half-hearted giving it out to you. Even the horse is falling asleep, because it's like, it's been a long time coming. So if this is somebody bringing an apology into you, know that this is somebody who just doesn't step up to the plate. They don't look at their responsibilities as they should do. But if this is you, this could be a younger version of you that is apologising to yourself, nobody else, maybe about some of the decisions that you made when you were younger. Whatever you do with that card, whatever that is, if it is somebody shirking their responsibilities and they keep coming back, listen to what they've got to say. You haven't got to agree with them. You haven't got to set anything in stone, but just listen to what they've got to say. And it could be that it's still a load of bollocks and bullshit, but they could have matured enough to say something that will surprise you. Not sure that that's the case, but it's a possibility. In comes the Crone. Now, her in other decks, she's the Strength card. She has walked this, he or she, I'm going to say, energies, not sexuality. She has walked this journey, this lifetime, this pathway, gathering knowledge and wisdom as she goes. And the beautiful lion beside her offers her the strength to continue her journey. So what you can do about this situation, let your hair down, listen to what somebody's got to say, and then use your knowledge and wisdom to decide whether or not it's a load of bull, basically. But the message is clear. You really do need to start enjoying yourself again. Have the strength to stand up for what you feel is right. Other people may feel it's wrong, but you stand in your own power, not in other people's power. And vice versa. You shouldn't be standing in your power and then expecting other people to think or feel the same way as you do. Well, go and enjoy yourselves. Right, so we have got what the fuck is out of your hands. Okay, you're being forced into looking at things with a different perspective with the Oak King. It's not like you want to. I'm just getting that there's information coming towards you that you just can't keep fucking ignoring. You can't. You may want to. You may want to bury your head in the sand or shove it up your arse. But listen, you have got information now to the contrary of what you believed. And you may need to really look at a different perspective. But I'm getting that it's being pushed towards you, whether you like it or not. The universe is taking a lead on that. They're saying, hell no. It's almost like you've got a fixed view and the universe saying, well, no, we need you to have a wider view. You need to be more open to what's going on around you. Nine of Chalices comes in. This is my doing it for yourself card. You've got Nine of Chalices in the upright. You've got the fire behind you for passion and desire. And you've got your crystal ball where you can see your future more clearly. But there's no other person in that picture. And it's almost like you know that you need a sense of independence. You need to be able to break away from anything that's holding you back. so that you can pursue what it is in your future that you really want. If you're in any doubts about either of these two, because they're out of your hands at the moment, the universe has got one, this is coming towards you. You are being offered the Eight of Athames. Be still, take a breath. Just take a deep breath in. Get back into touch with your inner self. Don't allow yourself to surge on forward if you haven't taken stock. And then right in behind that, what you can't do anything about is the lessons that you've learned. You're the 10 of Athames. All the lessons that you've learned are coming to a completion. And it's going to start a new beginning for you. Now, with the Athames, it's all your thoughts and your what it is that you process. So this could have been issues and problems that really bugged you for a long time. Now when you turn around, because you've dealt with all of those things, they are now forming a circle of protection around you, and the universe is saying it's happening whether you want it or not. But the completion would indicate a new beginning, and the new beginning is sowing new seeds, drawing energy down from the universe, and just cutting out all the bollocks and the bullshit that's around you. I am getting that the universe is acting on some of these, but once they've acted on you, looking at something from a new perspective, they will expect you to act on the 9 and the 8, and then the 10 will come in. And it's almost like you've been burdened for a long time, and one by one these burdens are offloading because of your perspective. You are looking at things completely differently. They are offloading, and it's offering you a new vision of what passion and desire means to you. So, my lovelies, ooh, nice. Reconnecting to your true self. With the Lord of Shadows, you may have been lagging behind in the shadows, just watching and waiting to rejoin life. And you are emerging like a beautiful butterfly. It's now time to rejoin that pathway, rejoin life as you knew it before. I'm going to say before this took place. Like the unmasking, dropping those masks, because you have done that work. Just know that you're about to emerge back on that pathway. And you've got my kindness card, the 6 of Pentacles, which is also my charity card, but it's quickly becoming my kindness card. Charity starts at the home, darling. Charity starts in the heart. Charity is not a big global conglomerate, I can't even say the bloody word, that makes shitloads of money on the back of donations, makes a load of money on the back of the poor, the infirm, the elderly, all the minority groups that we see. That's not charity. Charity is a kind word, a kind gesture, a little bit of kind, just holding somebody's hand and really looking into their eyes as you're talking to them. That is a kind gesture. Now, what this card says for me, because it's right behind the Lord of Shadows, where you're about to emerge back with the pathway that you should have been on, is that you really need to be kinder to yourself. The kindness that you afford to other people is the kindness you should afford to self first. It is. So just know that you need to love yourself. You need to appreciate yourself. You need to know that you are enough. And you do deserve a lot more. And in comes the King of Chalices. This is you, Cancer. Well, it could be Pisces or Scorpio, I suppose. But what I'm getting is that you're fed up with just sitting at a table, raising a glass to somebody, then eating with somebody, and there doesn't seem to be anything more behind it. But if you're not willing to tell people how you're feeling, there isn't going to be anything else behind it anyway. So get in touch with those blooming emotions and start verbalizing what it is that you want. If you're raising a glass to somebody, why are you raising a glass to them? If you're eating at a table with somebody, why are you doing that? It's almost like you do all the nice things, but you're still not verbalising how it is that you feel. And right in behind the king, in comes the Star card, and she's beckoning you into the water, the eternal waters of healing, because she understands that healing doesn't just take place with Joe Bloggs down the street doing a bit of Reiki, with somebody at a spiritual centre doing a bit of spiritual healing. It helps, but it's not eternal healing. Only you can let that flow of healing continue to do its magic with you. And as you do, the twinkle, the tiny twinkle of this star will start to grow and pick up momentum, and your manifestations, your dreams and your wishes will start coming towards you. It's almost like I've just done your manifestation and wish fulfillment again. So your outcomes, darlings, you've been waiting around for a while, waiting for some information or for something tangible to arrive. Could be goods for a business. It could be something digital that you've been waiting a download on. It could be that you're waiting for somebody to arrive. But there's been a lot of waiting around. It's almost like you've been waiting and now you're wondering if you should jump on that ship. And right in behind the waiting around, you've got the green man. This is going to take a leap of faith to sort out. It's going to take a leap of faith to either stop waiting, continue waiting, or jumping on that ship and going somewhere yourself. But there is a leap of faith with the green man required. And it is going to be like that naive, juvenile, immature leap. It's sort of like, let's leap and think about it afterwards. It's that kind of thing. So, darlings, what's at the bottom of the deck? What's hidden from you? You've got the Seven of Wands. Now, all those wands are identical. They do exactly the same thing. But you've put yourself at immense risk by getting up on that stool over that fire to reach a higher wand. My advice to you is get rid of the stool, get the bottom wand and flick off the one that you want. It's as simple as that. Why put yourself at risk over something that is easily attainable, and everything else? I don't know what it is about things being higher appear to be better. They are identical. They're all your choices, options and blessings. Sometimes desire, passion and that comes into it, but don't overstretch yourself. Don't overstretch yourself to the point where you feel that you are putting yourself at risk about something that you are doing. So ask the Whispering Woods if they've got anything to add. And you have Strength, Cancer. When your roots are deep, you need not fear the storm. Okay. So let's ask the angels and the ancestors for some knowledge, wisdom and guidance going forward. For Cancer. Anything else for Cancer, please? Thank you. Okay, Cancer. And do you know what? I noticed that this card fell on top of your first card, the one that we said you'd made a decision, you'd made a choice, but somebody else has come along and gone, oi, have this instead. This, oh God, this landed on this. Mountains, stand your ground. That could not be any bleeding louder if it tried. But darlings, the other side, this celebration, that they want you to go out and enjoy yourself, because it's almost like you're caught up in all the humdrum, but there is no fun for you out there, and that's not what life's about. Dream and journey, they are really pulling you along. They really want you to feel that this has taken place. No matter how far down the cards you are, this has taken place, and you may not be aware of the last two right this minute, because you could still be rising out of the ashes. But let me tell you, this, I've had a couple of readings where I've had to say, lovelies, this is huge. Huge for you. It is huge. So, my darling Cancers, that's your reading. Wherever you are in the world, please be safe, and I will catch you next week. Bye-bye for now.